My name is Jonathan Davis. I am a professional ski area operator. I'm also an elder, and my favorite title is husband and father. I'm here to share a few of my brave stories. Very clearly that going to the basement in the dark was a big deal. There was some unknowns down there. There was a time when I was in first grade that there was a tornado warning, but I was the one in charge of opening the windows. A little older than that, helping my grandfather during the cicada invasion of one of those years. They just covered me when we were mowing grass. I took annual ski trips, and the group of friends that I consorted with would go straight to the top of the hill, and I with them, very faux bravely, which also reminds me of the time that same similar group of friends convinced me that jumping out of an airplane was a good idea. One was a boss that scheduled me on Sundays, knowing full well that I went to church and wanted Sundays free. When I confronted him, he told me I no longer had a job because there was no schedule. There was a time where I was going to conferences alone, and I would network with strangers and colleagues and get to know them better. And everybody was going to bars and staying up late and doing things without their spouses, and I chose not to participate, which to do that as a younger person was a little bit scary, facing the fear of rejection, the fear of an immature fear of commitment. And I finally got the nerve to ask the most beautiful girl in the world to marry me. And she said yes. We took lots of adventures. We're still on lots of adventures together. One of our adventures was our honeymoon, that we had no plans except we just had plane tickets in and out of a foreign country, didn't know the language, didn't have hotel or car, any kind of reservations, and just wung it. As a pet owner, I remember taking my dog on her final ride to the vet. Not at all something I wanted to do, and certainly could have bailed. When my father was diagnosed with cancer and his road to recovery took a different turn, it was obvious that hospice needed to be called in, and Mom needed support from her son to be there physically and emotionally for her. It took a lot of bravery to drive ourselves to the doctors, my wife and I, hoping against hope that they wouldn't tell us that we lost another child. As a father and a husband, that I have no idea what the emotions are for my wife, and to stand by her side during that was it was scary. The fear that I felt through them, it didn't feel brave at the time, and the bravery didn't come because of the feelings, but the bravery came because of I took that next step, not knowing what that next step would hold. I opened the door not knowing what was behind it. I would walk up and start the conversation, not knowing exactly what I would be told. Whatever was scary or behind that door or the unknown, he was going to be there, and he was going to take care of it, that he was in control.